A scale is a group of notes arranged by ascending or descending order of pitch. Ascending means going up, descending means going down, and order of pitch means how high or low a sound is. Scales are important because they are a great starting point for creating ideas for melodies, which is a short memorable tune, for example like Happy Birthday or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Chord progressions, which is a sequence of chords played one after the other, for example C major, D major, and E major chord, which we will further talk about in later videos. There are two main types of scales to know right now: major and minor scales. In minor scales, we have three types: harmonic, melodic, and natural minor. When noting a scale, we begin with the scale note, for example C, and then we have the letter names A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So for C scale, it will be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And this will be in an octave, meaning it will have 8 notes. And the C will be repeated twice, on the first note and on the last note. Some other examples of scales which we will talk about later is the whole tone scale, blues scale, pentatonic scale, and chromatic scale. These are the common types of scales. So now, after talking a bit about what scales are, let's talk about how to make. Scale is an ordered collection of half and whole steps with the ascending succession of whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Scale degrees, which is the position of a note within a scale, is indicated with numbers of 1 to 7, and this is noted with a caret above them. The scale degrees are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here is the sign for the caret. Each note of a major scale is also named with scale degrees. The first note tonic, the second note supertonic, third note mediant, fourth note subdominant, fifth note dominant, sixth note submediant. A half step above a key on the piano is the key to its immediate right, whilst a half step below a key on the piano is to its immediate left. A whole step is two half steps. An accidental change just the pitch of a note. A sharp raises a note by a half step, while a flat lowers it by a half step. For example, C to C sharp is a half step, and this is an accidental as it changes it as it increases the note by a half step. And C to D is a whole step as it has two half steps. So let's make a C major scale. A C major scale, for example, is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So when to make use of accidentals? Sharps and flat signs can be used in two ways. They can be part of a key signature or they can mark accidentals. So we need to use them in order to make sure that the pattern whole step, half step, whole step, half step fits. For example, when we're making the G major scale, we make it like this. G to A is a whole step, A to B is a whole step, B to C is a half step, C to D is a whole step, E to F. So now here this is a half step. If we see it on the piano keyboard, If we want to make it fit in the pattern, we will need to raise it to a whole step, which will make it a sharp. So it will be E to F sharp. F to G equals whole step. That's how you make it. C major scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and G major scale is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Now let's move on to minor scales. As I said before, we have three types of scale: the natural minor scale, melodic minor scale, and harmonic minor scale. In the minor scale, in the natural minor scale, the reason why it's called the natural minor scale is because it is the relative minor of the original major scale. For example, if we have the C major scale, the relative minor will be A minor scale. And this is built from the sixth note of the major scale. Another example of the natural minor scale is the G major scale. If we're looking at the relative minor of the G major scale, it would be E minor, having the sharps as the same. So the G major scale is G, A, B, C, D, F sharp, G, and natural minor scale. E natural minor scale is E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. Harmonic minor. To create this scale, take the same notes as the natural and raise the seventh note of the scale by a half step. For example, a harmonic minor for A minor scale would be A, B, C, D, E, F, and for G, as this is the seventh note of the scale, we would raise it by a sharp, and that would be G sharp. So the whole scale would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A, B. Melodic minor. When you raise the sixth and seventh note of the scale. So going back to the example of the A minor scale, it would be A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and now the seventh note raised again, G sharp, A, and B. Here is a website for you that I have found that has all the lists of scales in the piano keyboard that you can use for reference when creating your music. Check in the description box down below. Please like and share this video to as many people as you can so that they can also get educated alongside you. Remember, we're all learning together. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section down below. Thank you.